Okay. Hey guys. So, um, really, I really hate myself. Um, and honestly, life genuinely like has no meaning. And I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna spend the next like hour or something of my life reading the entire B movie script. Right? Wow. I mean, I really am just the smartest human being to ever live. But I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm already a failure as it is. All right. Well, I have it pulled up here on my second monitor. So let me just start reading. Uh huh. Black screen with text, the sound of buzzing bees can be heard. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway because bees don't care what humans think is possible. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Ooh, black and yellow, let's shake it up a little. Barry, breakfast is ready. Coming. Hang on a second. Hello? Barry, Adam, can you believe this is happening? I can't. I'll pick you up. Looking sharp. Use the stairs. Your father paid good money for those. Sorry, I'm excited. Here's the graduate. We're very proud of you, son. A perfect report card, all B's. Very proud. Ma, I got a thing going on here. You got lint on your fuzz. Ow! That's me. Wave to us. We'll be in row 118,000. Bye. Barry, I told you, stop flying in the house. I've seen this movie a few times. It's a good movie. Hey Adam, hey Barry, is that fuzz gel? A little special day, graduation. Never thought I'd make it. 3 days grade school, 3 days high school. Those were awkward. 3 days college. Glad I took a day and hitchhiked around the hive. You did come back different. Hi Barry, Artie growing a mustache looks good. Hear about Frankie? Yeah, you going to the funeral? No, I'm not going to his funeral. Dick. Everybody knows things someone you die. Don't waste it on a squirrel. Such a hothead. I guess he could have just gotten out of the way. I love this incorporating an amusement park into our regular day. I guess that's why we don't need vacations. Yeah. Boy, quite a bit of pomp under these circumstances. Uh, Barry and Adam sit down and put on their hats. Well, Adam, today we are men. We are. Be men. Amen. Hallelujah! Students, faculty, distinguished bees, please welcome Dean Buswell. Welcome, New Hive City, graduating class of 915. That concludes our ceremonies and begins your career at Honex Industries. Will we pick our job today? I heard it's just orientation. Heads up, here we go. Keep your hands and antennas inside the tram at all times. Wonder what it'll be like. A little scary. Welcome to Honex, a division of Honesco, and a part of the Hexagon Group. This is it. Wow. Wow. You're saying wow twice. It must be real interesting. We know that you, as a bee, have worked your whole life to get to the point where you can work for your whole life. Honey begins when our valiant pollen jocks bring the nectar to the hive. Our top secret formula is automatically color corrected, scent adjusted, and bubble contoured into the soothing sweet syrup with its distinctive golden glow you know as honey. That girl was hot. She's my cousin. She is? Yes, we're all cousins. Right, you're right. I agree. All right. At Honex, we constantly strive to improve every aspect of bee existence. These bees are stress testing a new helmet technology. What do you think he makes? Not enough. I wish. Here we have our latest invention, the Krellman. Wow, what does that do? Catches that little strand of honey that hangs after you pour it. Saves us millions. Can anyone work on the Krellman? Of course, more speed jobs are small ones, but bees know that every small job, if it's done well, means a lot. But choose carefully because you'll stay in the job you pick for the rest of your life. Everyone claps except for Barry. Yeah, man, that sucks for him. Alright. The same job for the rest of your life? I didn't know that. What's the difference? Ugh. You'll be happy to know that bees, as a species, haven't had one day off in 27 million years. So you just work us to death? We'll sure try. Everyone on the bus laughs except Barry. Barry and Adam are walking back home together. Wow, that blew my mind! What's the difference? How can you say that? One job forever? That's an insane choice to have to make. I'm relieved. Now we only have to make one decision in life. But Adam, how could they never have told us that? Why would you question anything? We're bees. We're the most perfectly functioning society on Earth. You ever think that things work a little too well here? Like what? Give me one example. I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. Please clear the gate. Royal Nectar Force on approach. Wait a second, check it out. Hey, those are pollen jocks. Wow, I've never seen them this close. They know what it's like to, oh my god, I can't read for nothing. They know what it's like outside the hive. Yeah, but some don't come back. Hey, jocks. Hi, jocks. You guys did great. You're monsters. You're sky freaks. I love it! Punching the pollen jocks in joy. I love it! I wonder where they were. I don't know. Their day's not planned. Outside the hive, flying who knows where, doing who knows what. You can't just decide to be a pollen jock. You have to be bred for that. Right. Look at that. There's more pollen. And then you and I will see in a lifetime. It's just a status symbol. Bees make too much of it. Perhaps you're wearing it, or perhaps unless you're wearing it, and the ladies know you're wearing it. Those ladies, aren't they our cousins too? Distant, distant. You know, that's what I say. Look at these two, a couple of hive Harrys. Let's go have fun with them. It must be dangerous being a pollen jock. Yeah, once a bear pinned me against a mushroom. He had my paw on my throat, and with the other he was slapping me. Oh my! I never thought I'd knock him out. What were you doing during this? Obviously, I was trying to alert the authorities. I can autograph that. A little gusty out there today, wasn't it, comrades? Yeah, gusty. We're hitting a sunflower patch 6 miles from here tomorrow. 6 miles? Huh. Barry, puddle jump for us, but maybe you're not up for it. Maybe I am. You are not. We're going 0900 at J-Gate. What do you think, Buzzy Boy? Are you bee enough? I might be. It all depends on what 0900 means. Hey, Onyx. Dad, you surprised me. You decide what you're interested in? Well, there's a lot of choices, but you only get one. Do you ever get bored doing the same job every day? Son, let me tell you about stirring. You grab that stick and you just move it around. And you stir it around. And you get yourself into a rhythm. It's a beautiful thing. You know, Dad, the more I think about it, maybe the honey field, it just isn't right for me. You were thinking of what? Making balloon animals? That's a bad job for a guy with a stinger. Janet, your son's not sure he wants to go in the honey. Barry, you're so funny sometimes. I'm not trying to be funny. Yeah. Yeah, my fault. Alright. You're not funny. You're going into honey. Our son, the stir. You're gonna be a stir? No one's listening to me. Wait till you see the sticks I have. I can see anything right now. I'm gonna get an ant tattoo. Let's open some honey and celebrate. Maybe I'll pierce my thorax, shave my antenna, shack up with a grasshopper, get a gold tooth and call everybody dog. I'm so proud. We're starting work today. Today's today. Come on, all the good jobs will be gone. Yeah, right. Pollen counting, stump bee, pouring, stir, front desk, hair removal, bee in front of line. Is this still available? Hang on, two left, one of them's yours. Congratulations. Step up, step to the side. What'd you get? Picking crud out, stellar. Wow. Couple of newbies, yes sir, our first day. We are ready. Make your choice. Adam and Barry look at the job board. There are hundreds of constantly changing panels that contain available and unavailable jobs. It looks very confusing. You want to go first? No, you go. Oh my, what's available? Restroom attendant's open. Not for the reason you think. Any chance of getting the Chroman? Sure, you're on. I'm sorry, the Chroman just closed out. Wax Monkey's always open. The Chroman opened up again. What happened? B died, makes no ping. See, he's dead. Another dead one. Deady, deadified, two more dead. Dead from the neck up, dead from the neck down. That's life. Oh, this is so hard. Heating, cooling, stumpy, pour, stirry, humming, inspector, number 7, lint coordinator. I can't read these words. These words are way too advanced for me. Stripe supervisor, rent. Mite Wrangler, Barry, what do you think? I should... Barry? Barry? Alright, we got the Sunflower Patch in Quadrant 9. What happened to you? Where are you? I'm going out. Out where? Out there. Oh no, I have to before I go to work for the rest of my life. You're gonna die! You're crazy! Hello? Another call coming in. If anyone's feeling brave, there's a Korean deli on 83rd. That there roses today. Hey guys, look at that. Isn't that the kid we saw yesterday? Hold it, son. Flight deck's restricted. It's okay, Lo. We're gonna take him up. Really feeling lucky, are you? Sign here, initial there. Thank you. Okay. You got a rain advisory today. And as you all know, bees cannot fly in rain. So be careful. As always, watch your brooms, hockey sticks, dogs, birds, bears, and bats. Also, I got a couple reports of a beer being poured on us. Murphy's in a home because of it. Babbling like a cicada. That's awful. And a reminder for you rookies. Bee law number 1. Absolutely no talking to humans! Alright, launch positions. Buzz, 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 buzz! I'm not making that up. That's literally just what it says in the script there. Black and yellow. Hello. You ready for this? Hot shot? Yeah, bring it on. Wind check, antennae check, nectar pack check, wings check, stinger check. Scared out of my shorts check. Okay, ladies, let's move it out. Pound those petunias, you striped stem suckers. All of you, drain those flowers. Wow, I'm out. I can't believe I'm out. So blue. I feel so fast and free. Box kite. Wow. Flowers. This is Blue Leader. We have Rose's visual. Bring it around 30 degrees and hold. 30 degrees. Roger, bring it around. Stand to the side, kid. It's got a bit of a kick. That is one nectar collector. Ever see pollination up close? No, sir. Pick up some pollen here, sprinkle it over there, maybe a dash over there. A pinch on that one. See that? It's a little bit of magic. That's what my Uncle Bob said to me. And I got touched viciously. That's amazing. Why do we do that? That's pollen power. More pollen, more flowers, more nectar, more honey for us. Cool. Picking up a lot of bright yellow. Could be daisies. Don't we need those? Copy that visual. Wait, one of those flowers seems to be on the move. Say that again. You're reporting a moving flower? Affirmative. That was on the line. This is the coolest. What is it? I don't know, but I'm loving this color. It smells good. Not like a flower, but I like it. Yeah, fuzzy. Chemically. Careful, guys. It's a little grabby. My sweet lord of bees. Candy Brain, get off there. Problem. Guys, this could be bad. Affirmative. Very close. Gonna hurt. Mama's little boy. You are way out of position, rookie. Coming in at you like a missile. Oh, okay. It's Ken saying that. I love Ken. I love Ken. Help me. I don't think those are flowers. Should we tell him? I think he knows. What is this? Match point. You can start packing up, honey, because you're about to eat it! Yowzer. Ew, gross. Girl in car. There's a bee in the car. Do something. Dad driving car. I'm driving. Waving at Barry. Hi, bee. He's back here. He's gonna sting me. Nobody move. If you don't move, he won't sting you. Freeze. Barry freezes the rail, hovering in the middle of the car. He blinked! Spray him, Granny. What are you doing? Barry escapes through the air conditioners flying high above. The ground's safe. Wow, the tension level out here is unbelievable. Barry sees that storm clouds are gathering, and he can see rain clouds moving into this direction. I gotta get home. Can't fly in rain. Can't fly in rain. Can't fly in rain. Mayday, mayday, bee going down. Vanessa Bloom. Ken, could you close the window, please? Hey, check out my new resume. I made it into a fold-out brochure. You see? Folds out. Oh no, more humans. I don't need this. What was that? Maybe this time. Drapes. It's fantastic. It's got all my special skills, even my top 10 favorite movies. What's number 1? Star Wars? Nah, I don't go for that. Ken makes finger guns and makes pew 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 sounds and then stops. Kind of stuff. No wonder we shouldn't talk to them. They're out of their minds. When I leave a job interview, they're flabbergasted. Can't believe what I say. Looking at the light on the ceiling. There's the sun. Maybe that's the way out. Starts flying towards the light bulb. I don't remember the sun having a big 75 on it. Barry hits the light bulb and falls into the dip on the table that the humans are sitting at. I predicted global warming. I could feel it getting hotter. At first, I thought it was just me. Wait! Stop! Barry! Stand back. These are winter boots. Ken has winter boots on his hands and he's about to smash the bee that Vanessa waves him last second. Wait, don't kill him. You know I'm allergic to them. This thing could kill me. Why does his life have less value than yours? Why does his life have any less value than mine? Is that your statement? I'm just saying that all life has value. You don't know what he's capable of feeling. My brochure. There you go, little guy. Vanessa opens the window and lets Barry out, but Barry stands back and is still shocked that a human saved his life. I'm not scared of him. It's an allergic thing. Put that on your resume brochure. My whole face could puff up. Make it one of your special skills. Knocking someone out is also a special skill. Ken walks to the door. Right. Bye, Vanessa. Thanks. Oh my god. We are 16 and a half minutes into this. And I don't think I'm like a quarter of the way through it. Alright. Vanessa, next week, yogurt night? Sure, Ken, you know, whatever. He fumbled that bag real bad. You could put carob chips in there. Bye. Close the door, but Ken opens it again. Supposed to be less calories. Bye. Fast forward the next day, Barry is still inside the house. He flies into the kitchen where Vanessa is doing dishes. I gotta say something. She saved my life. I gotta say something. Alright, here it goes. Now, what should I say? I could really get in trouble. It's B-Law. You're not supposed to talk to a human. I can't believe I'm doing this. I've got to. No, I can't do that. Come on. No, yes, no, do it! I can't! How should I start it? You like jazz? No, that's no good. Vanessa's about to walk past Barry. Here she comes. Freaky fool. Hi. Vanessa gasps and drops the dishes in fright and notices Barry on the counter. I'm sorry. You're talking. Yes, I know. You're talking! I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. It's fine. I know I'm dreaming. But I don't recall going to bed. Well, I'm sure this is very, disconcerting. What is this word? Disconcerting? Disconcerting. Right. Yeah, okay. Awesome. This is a bit of a surprise to me. I mean, you're a bee! I am, and I'm not supposed to be doing this. But they were all trying to kill me, and if it wasn't for you, I just hang to thank you. It's just how I was raised. Vanessa stabs her hand with a fork to test whether she's dreaming or not. That was a little weird. I'm talking with a bee! Yeah. I'm talking to a bee! And the bee is talking to me! I just want to say that I'm grateful. I'll leave now. Wait, how'd you learn to do that? What? The talking thing. Same way you did, I guess. Mama, Dada, honey, you pick it up. That's very funny. Yeah, bees are funny. If we didn't laugh, we'd cry with what we'd have to deal with. Anyway, can I get you something? Like what? I don't know. I don't know. Coffee? I don't want to put you out. It's no trouble. It takes 2 minutes. It's just coffee. Oh, I hate to impose. Don't be ridiculous. Actually, I would love a cup. Hey, want rum cake? I shouldn't. Have some? No, I can't. Come on. I'm trying to lose a couple micrograms. Where? These stripes don't help. You look great! I don't know if you should know anything about fashion. Are you alright? Pouring coffee onto the floor and missing the cup completely. No. He's making the tie in the cab as they're flying up Madison. He finally gets there. He runs up to the steps on church. The wedding is on. He says, watermelon? I thought you said Guatemalan. Why would I marry a watermelon? Is that a bee joke? That's the kind of stuff we do. Yeah, different. So what are you going to do, Barry? About work? I don't know. I want to do my part for the hive, but I can't do it the way they want. I know how you feel. You do? Sure. My parents wanted to be a lawyer or a doctor, but I wanted to be a florist, really. My only interest is flowers. You fucking what? Your only interest is I mean, I know people got like weird interests and stuff, but like I'm going too deep into this. I'm fucking wasting daylight here. Our new queen was just elected with that same campaign slogan. Anyway, if you look, there's my hive right there. See it? You're in Sheep Meadow. Yes, I'm right off the Turtle Pond. No way, I know that area. I lost a toe ring there once. Why do girls put ring on their toes? Why not? It's like putting a hat on your knee. Maybe I'll try that. You alright, ma'am? Oh yeah, fine. Just having 2 cups of coffee. Anyway, this has been great. Thanks for the coffee. Yeah, it's no trouble. Sorry, I shouldn't finish it. If I did, I'd be up for the rest of my life. Could I take a piece of this with me? Sure, have a crumb. Vanessa hands Barry a crumb, but it's still pretty big for Barry. Thanks. Yeah. Alright, well then, I guess I'll see you around, or not. Okay, Barry, and thank you so much again for before. Oh, that was nothing. Well, not nothing, but anyway. Right. Vanessa and Barry hold hands, but Vanessa has to hold out a finger because her hands is too big for Barry to hold that. The custodian looks again. It appears Vanessa is laughing at her coffee again. The light bulb that he was screwing in sparks and he falls off the ladder. Yada, 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 yada. Bee scientist number 1. This can't possibly work. He's all set to go, or maybe as well try it. Okay, Dave, pull the chute. Dave pulls the chute, and the wind slams against him, the wall, and he falls on his face. The camera pans over, and we see Barry and Adam walking together. Sounds amazing. It was amazing. It was the scariest, happiest moment of my life. Humans. I can't believe you were humans. What were they like? Huge and crazy, and they talk crazy. They eat crazy giant things. They drive crazy. Do they try to kill you, like on TV? Some of them, but some of them don't. How'd you get back? Poodle. You did it. I'm glad. You saw whatever you wanted to see. Well, you had your experience, and now you can pick out your job and be normal. Well, I met someone. You did? Was she Beus? Beish? A wasp? Your parents will kill you. No. Not a wasp. Spider? I'm not attracted to spiders. I know for everyone else, it's the hottest thing with the 8 legs and all. Can't get by that face. So who is she? She's, human. No, that's a bee law! You wouldn't break a bee law! Her name's Vanessa. Oh boy. She's so nice, and she's a florist. Oh no, you're dating a human florist. We're not dating. You're flying outside the hive talking to humans that attack our homes with power washes and M80s. That's 1/8 of a stick of dynamite. She saved my life, and she understands me. This is over! Eat this. Barry gives Adam a piece of the crumb she got from Vanessa. Adam eats it. This is not over. What was that? They called it a crumb. It was so stinging stripy. And that's not what they eat. That's what falls off of what they eat. You know what a Cinnabon is? No? It's a bread and cinnamon and frosting. Be quiet. They heat it up. Sit down. Really hot. Listen to me. We are not them. We're us. There's us and there's them. Yes, but who can deny the heart that is yearning? There's no yearning. Stop yearning. Listen to me. You have to start thinking B, my friend. Thinking B. 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 There he is. He's in the pool. You know what your problem is, Barry? I gotta start thinking B. How much longer will this go on? It's been 3 days. Why aren't you working? I've got a lot of big life decisions to think about. What life? You have no life. You have no job. You're barely a bee. Well, take it from me, dude. I got no job. I'm unemployed, and I'm a Discord mod on about 17 different servers. Here I am. I'm happy as could be. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Okay. Would it kill you to make a little honey? Barry rolls off the raft and sinks into the honey pool. Barry, come out. Your father's talking to you. Martin, would you like to talk to him? Barry, I'm talking to you! Barry has a cup of honey and he clinks a glass of Vanessa. Suddenly a mosquito lands on Vanessa and she slaps it, killing it. They both gasp, but then burst out laughing. Hold up. Just, give me a second here.
You coming?
Got everything? All set. Go ahead, I'll catch up. Vanessa lifts off and flies ahead. Don't be too long. Watch this. Barry stays back and watches Vanessa draw a heart in the air using pig smoke from the flame, but on the last loop-the-loop, she suddenly crashes into a mountain and the plane explodes. The short plane falls into some rocks and explodes a second time. Vanessa! We're still here. I told you not to yell at him. He doesn't respond to anything. Then why yell at me? Because you don't listen. I'm not listening to this. Sorry, I've got to go. Where are you going? I'm meeting a friend. A girl? Is this why you can't decide? Bye. I just hope she's B-ish. Ooh. I've watched this movie like 1,000 times, like I said. I literally just understood. Literally just from reading this, like, just now. This movie is about racism. It's just racist. They have huge parades of flowers every year in Pasadena. To be in the Tournament of Roses, that's every florist's dream. Upon a float, surrounded by flowers, crowds cheering. A tournament? Do the Roses compete in athletic events? No, alright, I've got one. How come you don't fly everywhere? It's exhausting. Why don't you run everywhere? It's fasting. Yeah, okay. I see. Alright, your turn. TiVo, you can just freeze the TV? That's insane. You don't have that? We have Hivo, but it's a disease. It's a horrible disease. Oh my. Human walks by and Barry narrowly avoids him. Dumb bees! I just want to sting all those jerks. We try not to sting. It's usually fatal for us. So you have watch your temper. Very carefully. Kick a wall, take a walk, write an angry letter and throw it out. Just work through it like any emotion. Anger, jealousy.
Lust.
Oh my goodness, are you okay? Yeah. What is wrong with you? It's a bug. He's not bothering anybody. Get out of here, you creep. What was that? A pick and save circular? Yeah, it was. How'd you know? It felt like about 10 pages. 75 is pretty much our limit. You've really got that down to a science. Oh, we have to. I lost a cousin to a Italian Vosges. I bet. What in the name of mighty Hercules is this? Barry looks at all the brands of honey, shocked. How'd this get here? QB, Golden Blossom? Ray Liotta Private Select? Barry puts his hands up and slowly turns around to look at disgust on his face. See that actor? I've never heard of him.
Why is this here?
For people. We eat it. You don't have enough food of your own? Well, yeah. How do you get it? Bees make it. I know who makes it. It's hard to make it. There's heating, cooling, stirring. You need a whole Krellman thing. It's organic. It's organic! It's just honey, Barry. Just what? Bees don't know about this. This is stealing. A lot of stealing. You've taken our homes, schools, hospitals, and this is all we have. And it's on sale! I'm getting to the bottom of this. I'm getting to the bottom of all of this. Flash forward in time. Barry paints his face with black stripes like a soldier and sneaks into the storage section of the store. Two men, including Hector, are loading boxes into some trucks. Hey, Hector, you almost done? Almost. He's here. I sense it. Well, I guess I'll go home now. Hector pretends to walk away by walking in place and speaking loudly. And just leaves this nice honey out with no one around. You're busted, box boy. I knew I heard something! So you can talk! I can talk. And now you'll start talking. Where are you getting the sweet stuff? Who's your supplier? I don't understand. I thought we were friends. This is the last thing we want to do is upset bees. Hector takes a thumbtack out of the board and behind him and sword fights Barry. Barry's using his stinger like a sword. You're too late. It's ours now. You, sir, have crossed the long sword. You, sir, will be lunch for my iguana Ignacio. Barry hits a thumbtack out of Hector's hand and Hector surrenders. Barry, where's the honey coming from? Tell me where! Pointing to the leaving truck. Honey Farms! It comes from Honey Farms! Barry chases after the truck, but it's getting away. He flies onto a bicyclist's backpack and he catches up to the truck. Car driver to bicyclist. Crazy person. What horrible thing has happened here? These faces, they never knew what hit them. And now they're on the road to nowhere. Barry hears a sudden whisper. Just keep still. What? You're not dead? Do I look dead? They will like anything that moves. Where are you headed? Honey Farms. I'm on to something huge there. I'm going to Alaska. Moose blood. Crazy stuff. Blows your head off. I'm going to Tacoma. I'm so proud of you. And you? He really is dead. Alright. Uh-oh. The windshield wipers are slowly sliding over the dead bucks and wiping them off. What is that? Oh no, wiper! Triple blade! Triple blade! Jump on! It's your only chance, B! Why does everything have to be so doggone clean? How much do people need to see? Open your eyes! Stick out your head out the window! From Radio and Truck. From NPR News in Washington, I'm Carl Cassell. But don't kill no more bugs. B! Moose blood guy! Oh my god. There's a pause, and then Barry and the water bugs both start screaming. Truck driver, you hear something? Like what? Like tiny screaming. Turn off the radio. The antenna starts lower until it gets too low and sinks into the truck. The water bug flies off, and Barry's forced to let go, and he's blown away. He luckily lands his hat horn on top of the truck, where he finds Moose Blood, who was also blown in the same place. What's up, B-boy? Hey, Blood. Just a row of honey jars, as far as the eye could see. Wow. I assume wherever this truck goes is where they're getting it. I mean, that honey's ours. Bees hang tight. We're all jammed in. It's a close community. Not us, man. We're on our own. Every mosquito on his own. What if you're in trouble? You mosquito, you in trouble. Nobody likes us. They just smack. See the mosquito. Smack, smack. At least around the world, you must meet girls. Mosquito girls try to trade up get with a moth, dragonfly. Mosquito girl ain't want no mosquito. Moose Blood's about to leave to the building. So long, B! Moose Blood leaves and flies onto the window of the ambulance where the other mosquitoes are hanging out. Hey guys, Moose Blood. I knew I'd catch y'all down here. Did you bring your crazy straw? Oh my. Wow. This is... You know, you wouldn't believe it. This is taking a lot out of me. This really is. This is taking a hell of a lot out of me. But I'm doing it for you. Like I said, life has no meaning. And thus, the B movie is a perfect example of this. It's just... I can't even explain it. I'm just going to continue. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss, as I just said. We throw it in jars, slap a label on it, and it's pretty much pure profit. Barry flies out. What is this place? A bee's got a brain the size of a pinhead. They are pinheads. Pinhead, check out the new smoker. Oh, sweet. That's the one you want. The Thomas 3000. Smoker. 90 puffs a minute. Semi-automatic. Twice the nicotine. All the tar. Couple Brits of this knocks them right out. They make the honey, and we make the money. They make the honey, and we make the money? Oh my. What's going on? Are you okay? Barry flies into one of the apartment and helps a bee couple get off the ground. They're coughing, and it's hard for them to stand. Yeah, it doesn't last too long. Do you know you're in a fake hive with fake walls? Our queen moved here. We had no choice. The queen, who was obviously a man in woman's clothes. This is your queen? That's a man in woman's clothes! That's a drag queen! What is this? Oh no, there's hundreds of them. Barry takes out his camera and takes pictures of this bee work camps. The beekeepers look very evil in these depictions. Bee honey. Our honey is being brazenly stolen on a massive scale. This is worse than anything bears have done. I intend to do something. Flash forward in time, and Barry is showing these pictures to his parents. Oh, Barry, stop. Who told you humans are taking our honey? That's a rumor. Do these look like rumors? That's a conspiracy theory. These are obviously doctored photos. How'd you get mixed up in this? He's been talking to humans. What? Talking to humans? He has a human girlfriend, and they make out! Make out? Barry. We do not. You wish you could. Whose side are you on? The bees? I dated cricket once in San Antonio. Those crazy legs kept me up all night. Barry, is this what you want to do with your life? I want to do it for all our lives. Nobody works harder than bees. Dad, I remember you coming home so overworked your hands were still starting. You couldn't stop. I remember that. What right do they have to our honey? We live on 2 cups a year. They put it on lip balm for no reason whatever. Even if it is true, what can one bee do? Sting them where it really hurts. In the face, the eye. That would hurt. No. Up the nose? That's a killer. There's only one place you can sting the humans. One place where it matters. Flash forward a bit in time, and we are watching B News. Hive at 5. The Hive's only full hour active news source. No more bee beards. Bee news narrator. With Bob Bumble at the anchor desk. Weather with Storm Stinger. Sports with Buzz Larvey. And Jeanette Chung. Uh, Bob Bumble. Good evening, I'm Bob Bumble. And I'm Jeanette Chung. Uh, A Tri-County bee, Barry Benson, intends to sue the human race for stealing our honey, packaging it, and profiting off of it illegally. Tomorrow night on Bee Larry King, we'll have the three former queens here in our studio discussing their new book, Classy Ladies. Check out this week on Hexagon. Bee Larry King. Tonight we're talking to Barry Benson. Do you ever think, I'm a kid from the Hive, I can't do this? Bees have never been afraid to change the world. What about Bee Columbus, Bee Gandhi, Bee Jesus? Where I'm from, we never sue humans. We were thinking of stickball or candy stores. How old are you? The bee community is supporting you in this case, which will be the trial of the bee century. You know, they have a Larry King in the human world too. It's a common name. Next week, he looks like you and has a show and suspenders and colored dots. Next week, glasses, quotes on the bottom with his guests, even though you just heard him. Bear Week next week. They're scary, hairy, and here live. Always leans forward, pointed shoulders, squinty eyes. Very Jewish. Flash forward in time, we see Vanessa enter and Ken enters behind her. They are arguing. In Tennessee, we attack at the point of weakness. It was my grandmother, Ken. She's 81. Honey, her backhand's a joke. I'm not going to take advantage of that. To Ken. Quiet, please. Actual work going on here. Is that the same bee? Yes, it is. I'm helping him sue the human race. Hello. Hello, bee. This is Ken. Recalling the winter boots incident earlier. Yeah, I remember you, Timberland. Size 10.5. Vibram soul, I believe. Why does he talk again? Listen, you better go, because we're really busy working. But it's our yogurt night! Bye-bye. Why is yogurt night so difficult? You poor thing. You two have been out this for hours. Yes, and Adam here have been huge help. Frosting, how many sugars? Just one. I try not to use the competition. So why are you helping me? Bees have good qualities, and it takes my mind off the shop. Instead of flowers, people are giving balloon bouquets now. Those are great if you... 3. And artificial flowers. Oh, those just get me psychotic! Yeah, me too. Bent stingers, pointless pollination. Bees must hate those fake things. Nothing worse than a daffodil that's had work done. Maybe this could make up for a little bit. This lawsuit's a pretty big deal, I guess. You sure you just want to go through it? Am I sure? Why, I'm done with the humans. They won't be able to say, honey, I'm home without paying a royalty. Flashpoint in time, we're watching Human News. The camera shows a crowd outside a courthouse. It's an incredible scene here in downtown Manhattan where the world anxiously waits because for the first time in history, we will hear ourselves if a honeybee can actually speak. What have we gotten into here, Barry? It's pretty big, isn't it? Looking at the hundreds of people around the courthouse. I can't believe how many humans don't work during the day. Do you think billion-dollar multinational food companies have good lawyers? Everybody needs to stay behind the barricade. A limousine drives up and a fat man, Leighton Montgomery, a honey industry owner, gets out and walks past Barry. What's the matter? I don't know, I just gotta chill. Flash forward in time and everyone is in the court. Well, but isn't the B team? 2 honey industry lawyers, you boys work on this? All rise! The Honorable Judge Bumbleton presiding. Judge Bumbleton. All right, case number 4475. Superior Court of New York, Barry B. Benson versus the honey industry is now in session. Mr. Montgomery, you're representing the 5 food companies collectively. A privilege. Mr. Benson, Benson, what the? Okay. Mr. Benson, you're representing all the bees of the world. Everyone looks closely. They are waiting to see if a bee can actually talk. Barry makes several buzzing sounds to sound like a bee. I'm kidding. Yes, Your Honor. We're ready to proceed. Mr. Montgomery, your opening statement, please. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my grandmother was a simple woman. Born on a farm, she believed it was every man's divine right to benefit from the bounty of nature God put before us. If we lived in the topsy-turvy world Mr. Benson imagines, just think of what it would mean. I would have to negotiate with the silkworm for the elastic in my breeches. Talking bee. Montgomery walks over and looks closely at Barry. How do we know this isn't some sort of holographic motion picture capture Hollywood wizardry. They could be using laser beams, robotics, ventriloquism, cloning for all we know. He could be on steroids. Mr. Benson, ladies and gentlemen, there's no trickery here. I'm just an ordinary bee. Honey's pretty important to me, and it's important to all bees. We invented it. We make it and we protect it with our lives. Unfortunately, there are some people in this room who think they can just take it from us, because we're the little guys. I'm hoping that after this is over, you'll see how, by taking our honey, you're not only taking what we have, but everything we are. I wish he dressed like that all the time. So nice. Judge Bumbleton, call your first witness, Barry. So, Mr. Klaus Vanderhayden of Honey Farms, big company you have. I suppose so. I see you also own Honeyburn and Hornin. Yes, they provide beekeepers for our farms. Beekeeper. I find that to be a very disturbing term. I don't imagine you employ any bee freers, do you? No. I couldn't hear you. No. No. Because you don't free bees, you keep bees. Not only that, it seems you thought a bear would be an appropriate image for a jar of honey. Well, they're very lovable creatures. Yogi Bear, Fozzie Bear. Freddy Fazbear? You mean like this? The bear from over the hedge barges into the back door, and it is rowing and standing on its hind legs. It is thrashing its claws, and people are screaming. It is being held back by a guard who has the bear on a chain, pointing to the roaring bear. Bears kill bees! How'd you like his head crashing through your living room, biting onto your couch, spitting out your throw pillow? Okay, that's enough. Take him away. The bear stops roaring and thrashing and walks out. So, Mr. Sting, thank you for being here. Your name intrigues me. Where have I heard it before? I was with a band called The Police. But you've never been a police officer, has you? No, I haven't. No, you haven't. And so here we have yet another example of a bee culture casually being stolen by a human for nothing more than a prance about stage name. No, please. Have you ever been stung, Mr. Sting? Because I'm feeling a little stung, Sting. Or should I say, Mr. Gordon M. Sumner? Okay. Montgomery. That's not his real name, you idiots! Mr. Lyota, first, belated congratulations on your Emmy win for a guest spot on ER in 2005. Thank you, thank you. I see from your resume that you're devilishly handsome with a churning inner turmoil. That's really hard to blow. I enjoy what I do. Is that a crime? Not yet, it isn't, but this is what it come for you. Exploiting tiny, helpless bees, no you don't. Have to rehearse your part and learn your lines, sir. Watch it, Benson. I could blow right now. That isn't a god fella. This is a bad fella. Ryota loses it and tries to grab Barry. Why doesn't someone just step on the street and we can all go home? Order in the court! You're all thinking it. Judge Bumbleton starts banging her gavel. Judge Bumbleton, order, order, I say! Say it! Mr. Leota, please sit down. We see a montage of magazines which feature the court case. Flash forward in time and Barry is back home with Vanessa. Barry, I think it was awfully nice of that bear to pitch in like that. I think the jury's on our side. Are we doing everything right, legally? I'm a florist. Right. Well, here's to a great team. To a great team! Ken walks in from work. He sees Barry and he looks upset when he sees Barry clinking his glass with Vanessa. Well, hello. Oh, Ken. Hello. I didn't think you were coming. No, I was just late. I tried to call, but Ken holds up his phone and flips it open. The phone is no charge. The battery. I didn't want all this to go to waste, so I called Barry. Luckily, he was free. Oh, that was lucky. Ken sits down on the table across from Barry and Vanessa and leaves the room. Vanessa, there's a little left. I could heat it up. Ken, not taking his eye off of Barry. Yeah, heat it up. Sure, whatever. So I hear you're quite the tennis player. I'm not much of the game myself. The ball's a little grabby. That's where I usually sit. Right there. Ken, Barry was just looking at your resume and he agrees with me that eating with chopsticks isn't really a special skill. You think I don't see what you're doing? I know it's hard to find the right job. We have that in common. Do we? Bees have 100% employment, but we do have jobs like taking the crud out. That's just what I was thinking about doing. Ken reaches up for a fork on the table but knocks it on the floor. He goes to pick it up. Ken, I'll let Barry borrow your razor for his fuzz. I hope that was alright. Ken quickly rises back up after hearing this, but tilts his head on the table and yells, I'm going to drain the old stinger. Yeah, you do that. Barry flies past Ken to get to the bathroom, and Ken freaks out, splashing some of the wine when he was using to cool his head and his eyes. He yells in anger. Barry looks at the magazine featuring his victories in court. Look at that. Barry flies into the bathroom. He puts his hand on his head, but this makes hurts him. What the? Okay. And makes him even madder. He yells again. Barry is washing his hands in the sink. But then Ken walks in. You know, I've just thought about it. Close the bathroom door behind him with your little mind games. What's that? Italian Vogue. Mamma mia, that's a lot of pages. It's a lot of ads. Remember when Van said, why is your life more valuable than mine? That's funny. I just can't seem to recall that! Ken smashes everything off the sink with the magazine, and Barry narrowly misses. Ken follows Barry around and tries to hit him with the magazine, but he keeps missing. Ken gets a spray bottle. I think something stinks in here! Barry enjoying the spray. I love the smell of flowers. Ken holds a lighter in front of the spray bottle. How do you like the smell of flames? Not as much! Water bug and not taking sides. Ken, I'm wearing a chapstick hat. This is pathetic. Ken switches the shower head to lethal. I've got issues. Ken sprays Barry with the shower head and he crash lands into the toilet. Ken menacingly looks down to the toilet Barry. Well. A royal flush. You're bluffing. Am I? Flushes toilet. Barry grabs a chapstick from the toilet seat and uses it to surf on the flushing toilet. Surf's up, dude! Barry flies out of the toilet on the chapstick and sprays Ken's face with the full of water. Ew! Poo water! That bowl is gnarly. Except for those dirty yellow rings. Kenneth, what are you doing? Ken leaning towards Barry. I don't even like honey. I don't eat it! We need to talk. Vanessa pulls Ken out of the bathroom. He's just a little bee, and he happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time. Long time? What are you talking about? Are there other bugs in your life? No, but there are other things bugging me in my life, and you're one of them. Fine, talking bees, no yogurt night. My nerves are fried from riding on this emotional roller coaster. Goodbye, Ken. Oh boy. And for your information, I prefer sugar-free artificial sweeteners made by man! I'm actively lightheaded after doing that. Give me a sec. Okay. Man, I'm thirsty. Okay. Well, no use in not continuing. I'm sorry about all that. Ken walks back in again. I know it's got an aftertaste. I like it! I always felt there was some kind of barrier between Ken and me. I couldn't overcome it. Oh well. Are you okay for the trial? I believe Mr. Montgomery is out of ideas. Flash forward in time, and Barry, Adam, and Vanessa are back in court. We would like to call Mr. Barry Benson B to the stand. Good idea. You can really see why he's considered one of the best lawyers. Barry stares at Adam. Yeah. Lawyer Layton, you've got to weave some magic with this jury or it's going to be all over. Don't worry, the only thing I have to do is turn this jury around is to remind me of what they don't like about bees. You got the tweezers? Are you allergic? Only to losing, son. Only to losing. Mr. Benson B, I'll ask you what I think we'd like to all know. What is your relationship? Points to Vanessa. To that woman. We're friends. Good friends? Yes. How good? Do you live together? Wait a minute. Are you her little bedbug? Adam's stinger starts vibrating. He is agitated. I've seen a bee documentary too, from what I understand. Doesn't your queen give birth to all the bee children? Yeah, but... Pointing at Janet Marlin. So those aren't your real parents? Oh, Barry. Yes, they are. Hold me back. Vanessa tries to hold Adam back. He wants to sting Montgomery. You're an illegitimate bee, aren't you, Benson? He's denouncing bees! Don't y'all date your cousins? Montgomery leans over on the jury stand and stares at him. Vanessa, objection! Vanessa raised her hand to object, but Adam gets free. He flies straight at Montgomery. I'm gonna pincushion this guy! Barry, Adam, don't do it! It's what he wants! Adam stings Montgomery in the ass and he starts thrashing around. Oh, I'm hit! Oh, lordy, I'm hit! Judge Bumbleton banging gavel. Order! Order! The venom, it's coursing through my veins. I've been felled by a winged beast of destruction. You see, they can't treat them like equals. They're striped savages. Stinging is the only thing they know. It's their way. Adam, stay with me. I can't feel my legs. Montgomery overreacting and throwing his body around the room.
What angel of mercy will come forward and suck the poison from my heaving buttocks?
I will have order in this court. Order! Order, please! Flash forward in time, we see a human news report. The case of the honeybees versus the human race took a pointed turn against the bees yesterday when one of their legal teams stung Leighton T. Montgomery. Adam is laying in a hospital bed and Barry flies to see him. Barry, hey buddy. Hey. Is there much pain? Yeah. I blew the whole case, didn't I? It doesn't matter. What matters is you're alive. You could have died. I'd be better off dead, looking at me. A small plastic sword is replaced as Adam's stinger. They got it from the cafeterias downstairs. From a tuna sandwich. Look. There's a little celery still on it. Flicks off the celery and sighs. What was it to sting someone? I can't explain it. It was all adrenaline and then ecstasy. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm stinging. I'm stinging. I'm gonna sting. You think it was all a trap? Of course. I'm sorry. I flew right into this. What were we thinking? Look at us. We're just a couple of bugs in this world. What will all the humans do to us if they win? I don't know. I hear they put roaches in motels. That doesn't sound so bad. Adam, they check in, but they don't check out. Oh my. Could you get a nurse to close the window? Why? The smoke. We could see that 2 humans are smoking cigarettes outside. Bees don't smoke. Right, bees don't smoke. Bees don't smoke. Some bees are smoking. That's it! That's our case! It is? It's not over? Get dressed. I gotta go somewhere. Get back to the court and stall. Stall any way you can. Flash forward in time, and Adam is making a paper boat in the courtroom. Adam, and assuming you've done step 29 correctly, you're ready for the tub. Mr. Flamin. Yes, your honor. Where's the rest of your team? Well, your honor, it's interested. Bees are trained to fly haphazardly, and as a result, we don't make very good time. I actually heard a funny story about, your honor. Well, haven't these ridiculous buds taken up enough of the court's valuable time? How much longer will you allow these absurd shenanigans to go on? They have presented no compelling evidence to support their charges against my clients who run legitimate businesses. I move for a complete dismissal of this entire case. Mr. Flamin, I'm afraid I'm going to have to consider Mr. Montgomery's motion. But you can't. We have a terrific case. Where's your proof? Where's the evidence? Show me the smoking gun. Barry flies in through the door. Hold it, your honor. You want a smoking gun? Here's your smoking gun. Vanessa walks in holding a bee smoker. She sets it down on the judge's podium. What is that? It's a bee smoker. What, this? It's a harmless little contraption. Couldn't hurt a fly, let alone a bee. Montgomery accidentally fires it at the bees in the crowd and they faint and cough. Dozens of reporters start taking pictures of the suffering bees. Look what happened. Look to the bees who have never been asked, smoking or non. Is this what nature intended for us, to be forcibly addicted to these smoke machines and man-made wooden slat-work camps, living our lives as honey slaves to the white man? Barry points to the honey industry owners. One of them is an African-American, so he awkwardly separates himself from the others. Oh, right, yeah, racism. What are we gonna do? He's playing the species card. Ladies and gentlemen, please, free the bees. Adam and Vanessa, free the bees! 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 The court finds in favor of the bees. Vanessa, we won! I knew you could do it. High five. Vanessa hits Barry hard because your hand is too big. Sorry. I'm okay. You know what this means? All the honey will finally belong to the bees. Now we don't have to work so hard all the time. This is an unholy perversion of the balance of nature, Benson. You'll regret this. Barry, how much honey is out there? Alright, one at a time. Barry, who are you wearing? My sweater is, Ralph Lauren. And I have no pants. Barry flies outside with the paparazzi, and Adam and Vanessa stay back. Adam to Vanessa. What if Montgomery's right? What do you mean? We've been living the bee way a long time. 27 million years. Flash forward in time, and Barry is talking to a man. Congratulations on your victory. What you demand is settlement. First, we'll demand a complete shutdown of all bee work camps. As Barry is talking, we see a montage of men putting closed tape over the work camps and freezing the hot bees in crappy apartments. Then we want back the honey that was ours to begin with. Every last drop. Men in suits are pushing all the honey off the aisle into carts. We demand an end to the full glorification as an bear of anything more. And we see a statue of a bear-shaped honey container being pulled down by bees. Then a filthy, smelly, bad breath sting machine. We're all aware of what they do in the woods. We see Winnie the Pooh sharing his honey with Piglet in the crosshairs of a high-tech sniper rifle. Looking through the binoculars, wait for my signal.
Take him out.
When he gets hit by a tranquilizer dart and dramatically falls off the log he was standing on, his tongue hanging out, Piglet looks at Pool in fear, and then the sniper takes the honey.
He'll have nausea for a few hours, then it'll be fine.
This is okay. I'm genuinely like starting to go insane from this. This is genuine like this is genuine insanity. Why? Oh my god. And will no longer tolerate B negative nicknames. Mr. Sting is sitting at home until he's taken out of his house by the men in suits. But it's just a prance about stage name. Unnecessarily inclusion of honey and bogus health products and la-dee-da human tea time snack garnishments. An old lady is mixing honey into her tea, but suddenly man in suit smash down her face onto the table and take the honey. Can't breathe. Honey truck pulls up to Barry's hive. Worker, bring it in, boys. Hold it there, good. Tap it. Ton of honey being poured into hive storage. Be worker number 1. Honey overflows from the cup. Mr. Buswell, we just passed 3 cups, and there's gallons more coming. I think we need to shut down. Shut down? We've never shut down. Shut down honey production. Stop making honey. The bees all leave their stations. 2 bees run into a room and they put their keys into a machine. Turn your key, sir. 2 worker bees dramatically turn their keys, which opens the button, which they press, shutting down all honey making machines. This is the first time this has ever happened. What do we do now? Flash forward in time, and a bee is about to jump into a pool full of honey. Cannonball! The bee gets stuck in the honey, and we see a short montage of bees leaving work. We're shutting honey production. Mission abort! Aborting pollination and nectar detail, returning to the base. We get a time lapse at Central Park, slowly turning, wilting away as the bees all relax.
Adam, you won't believe how much honey was out there.
Oh yeah?
What's going on? Where's everybody?
The entire street is deserted.
Are they out celebrating?
They're home.
They know what to do. Laying out, sleeping in. I heard your Uncle Carl's on his way to San Antonio with a cricket.
At least we got our honey back.
Sometimes I think, just what if humans like their honey? Who wouldn't? It's the greatest thing in this world. I was excited to be part of making it. This is my desk. This is my new job. I wanted to do it really well, and now I can't.
Flash forward in time, and Barry's talking to Vanessa.
I don't understand why they're not happy. I thought their lives would be better. They're doing nothing. It's amazing. Honey really changes people.
You don't have any idea what's going on, do you? What do you want to show me? Vanessa takes Barry to the rooftop where they could see where they had first coffee and points to her store.
This.
Points at her flowers. They're all gray and wilting.
What happened here? This is not half of it.
Small flash in toward in time, and Vanessa and Barry on the roof of her store, and she points towards Central Park. We see that Central Park is no longer green and colorful, rather it is gray, brown, and dead-like. It is very depressing to look at.
Oh no. Oh my. They're all wilting.
Doesn't look very good, does it?
No.
And whose fault do you think it is?
You know, I'm gonna guess bees.
Vanessa, staring at Barry.
Bees? Specifically me.
I didn't think that bees not need to make honey would affect all these things.
It's not just flowers. Fruits. Vegetables. They all need bees. That's a whole SET test right there.
Take away produce that affects the entire animal kingdom.
And of course, the human species. So if there's no more pollination, it could all just go south here, couldn't it?
And I know this is also partly my fault. How about a suicide pact? How do we do it? I'll sting you, you step on me. That just kills you twice. Right. Listen, Barry. Sorry, I gotta get going. Vanessa leaves to himself. I had to leave. I had to open my mouth and talk. Vanessa, why are you leaving? Where are you going? Vanessa's getting a taxi to the final Torment of Roses parades in Pasadena. They've moved it to this weekend because all the flowers are dying. It's the last chance they'll ever get to see it. Vanessa, I just want to say I'm sorry. I never meant for it to turn out like this. I know. Me neither. The taxi starts to drive away. Tournament of Roses. Roses can't do sports. Wait a minute. Roses? Vanessa! Barry flies out after the taxi. Vanessa, roses? Barry is flying outside the window of the taxi. Roses are flowers. Yes, they are. Flowers, bees, pollen. I know. That's why this is the last parade. Barry, maybe not. Could you ask him to slow down? Could you slow down? Taxi driver screeches with stop, and Barry keeps flying forward. Barry flies back to the window. Oh, okay, I made a huge mistake. This is a total disaster. All my fault. Yes, it kind of is. I've ruined the planet. I just wanted to help you. With the flower shop, I've made it worse. Actually, it's completely closed down. I thought maybe you were modeling. I have another idea, and it's greater than my previous ideas combined. I don't want to hear it. All right. They have the roses. The roses have pollen. I know every bee planet
plant and flower bud in this park. All we gotta do is get what they got back here with what we got. Bees. Vanessa, park. Pollen. Flowers. Repollination. Across the nation. Tournament of Roses, Pasadena, California. They've got nothing but flowers, floats, and cotton candy. Security will be tight. I have an idea. Flash forward in time. Vanessa is about to board a plane, which is all the roses on board. Vanessa Bloom, FTD, holds that badge. Official floor business. It's real. Security guard. Sorry, man. Nice brooch. Thank you. It was a gift. Barry is revealed to be hiding inside the brooch. Flash back in time, and Barry and Vanessa are discussing their plan. What's inside? We just picked the right float. How about the princess and the pea? I could be the princess, and you could be the pea. Yeah, I've got it. Where should I sit? Wait, what are you? I believe I'm the pea. The pea? It goes under the mattress. Not in this fairy tale, sweetheart. I'm getting the marshal. You do that. This whole parade's a fiasco. Let's see what this baby will do. Vanessa drives the float to traffic. Hey, what are you doing? Then all we do is blend in traffic without arousing suspicion. Once at the airport, there's no stopping us. Flash forward in time, and Barry and Vanessa are about to get on a plane. Security guard. Stop! Security! You and your insect packed your float. Yeah. Has it been in your possession the entire time? Yes. You like to remove your shoes? Remove your stinger. It's part of me. I know, I'm just having some fun. Enjoy your flight. Barry's plotting with Vanessa. Then if we're lucky, we'll have just enough pollen to do the job. Flash forward in time, and Barry and Vanessa are flying on the plane. Can you believe how lucky we are? We just have enough pollen to do the job. I think this is going to work. It's got to work. Captain Scott on the intercom. Captain Patches, this is Captain Spock. Spock. Oh my god, I would really like to read. Reading this script would be really nice. I dropped the cap from my water. Okay. Alright, where was I? Oh my god. This is Captain Scott. We have a bit of bad weather in New York. It looks like we'll have experienced a couple hours of delay. Barry, these are cut flowers with no water. They'll never make it. I gotta get up there to talk to them. Be careful. Barry flies right outside the cockpit door. Can I get help with a Skyball magazine? I like to order the talking inflatable rose, inflatable nose hair trimmer. A flight attendant opens the door and walks out, and Barry flies into the cockpit unseen. Captain, I'm in a real situation. What'd you say, Hal? Nah, nothing. Scott notices Barry and freaks out. No, don't freak out. My entire species, Captain God gets out of the seat and tries to suck Barry into a handheld vacuum. What are you doing? Barry lands out on Hal's hair, but Scott sees him. He tries to suck up Harry, but instead he sucks up Hal's toupee. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I'm an attorney! Hal doesn't know Barry's on his head. Who's an attorney? Scott, don't move. Scott hits Hal in the face with a vacuum. In an attempt to hit Barry, Hal is knocked out, and he falls on the life raft button, which inflates an inflatable life raft. It's Scott, who gets knocked out and falls onto the floor. They are both unconscious. And Barry to himself. Oh, Barry. Over in a com with a southern accent. Good afternoon, passengers. This is your captain. Would a Miss Vanessa Bloom and 24Bs please report to the cockpit? And please hurry! Vanessa opens the door and sees the life raft and unconscious pilots. What happened here? I tried to talk to them, but then there was a dust buster, toupee, a life raft exploded, now one's bald, one's in the boat, and they're both unconscious. Is that another beat joke? No! No one's flying the plane! Bud Ditch Watcher. This is JFK Tower Control Flight 356. What's your status? This is Vanessa Bloom. I'm a floor from New York. Where's the pilot? He's unconscious, and so is the co-pilot. Not good. Does anyone on board have flight experience? As a matter of fact, there is. Who's that? Barry Benson. Hey, from the guy from the honey trial? Oh, great. Vanessa, there's nothing more than a big metal bee. It's got giant wings, huge engines. I can't fly a plane. Why not? Isn't John Travolta a pilot? Yes. How hard could it be? Vanessa sits down and flies for a little bit, but we see lightning clouds outside the window. Wait, Barry, we're heading into some lightning. As lightning storms loose in front of the plane, we are now watching the B News. This is Bob Bumble. We have some late-breaking news from JFK Airport. When a suspenseful scene is developing, Barry Benson, freshman's legal victory. That's Barry! Is attempting to land a plane loaded with people, flowers, and an incapacitated flight crew. Flowers? The scene switches to human news reporter talking with Bob Bumble. We have a storm in the area with two individuals at the controls with absolutely no flight experience. Wait just a minute. There's a bee on that plane. I'm quite familiar with Mr. Benson and his no-account compadres. They have done enough damage, but isn't your only hope? Technically, a bee shouldn't be able to fly at all. Their wings are too small. They're radio. Haven't we heard this a million times? The surface area of the wings and the body mass makes no sense. Get this on the air. Got it. Stand by. We're going live. Way we work may be a mystery to you. Making honey takes a lot of bees doing a lot of small jobs, but let me tell you about a small job. If you do it well, it makes a big difference. More than we realized, to us, to everyone. That's why I want to get bees back to working together. That's the bee way. We're not made of jello. Get behind a fellow. Black and yellow. Hello? The scene switches and Barry is teaching Vanessa how to fly. Left, right, down, hover. Hover? Forget hover. This isn't so hard. Pretending to honk the horn. Beep, beep. A lightning bolt hits the plane and autopilot turns off. Barry, what happened? Wait, I think we're on autopilot the whole time. That may have been helping me. And now we're not. So it turns out I cannot fly a plane. The plane plummets, but we see Luduva and the pollen jocks along with multiple other bees flying towards the plane. All of you, let's get behind this fellow. Move it out. Move out. The scene switches back to Vanessa and Barry in the plane. Only chance is if I do what I do, you copy me with the wings of the plane. And Barry sticks out his arms like an airplane and flies up for Vanessa's face. Don't have to yell. I'm not yelling. We're in the middle. We're in a lot of trouble. It's very hard to concentrate with that panically tone in your voice. It's not a tone. I'm panicking. I can't do this. Barry slaps Vanessa. Vanessa, pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. Vanessa slaps Barry. You snap out of it. Barry slaps Vanessa. You snap out of it. You snap out of it. You snap out of it. We see that all the pollen jocks are flying under the plane. Vanessa, you snap out of it. 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 Hold it. Wait, why? Come on, it's my turn. How's the plane flying? The plane is now safely flying. I don't know. Barry's antenna rings like a phone and Barry picks up. Hello? Benson, you got any flowers for happy occasion in there? All of the pollen jocks are carrying the plane. The pollen jocks, they do get behind a fellow. Black and yellow. Hello? All right, let's drop this tin can on the blacktop. Where? I can't see anything. Can you? No, nothing. It's all cloudy. Come on, you gotta be Think Bee, Barry. Thinking Bee. Thinking Bee! On the runway, there are millions of bees laying on their backs. Bees. Thinking Bee. Thinking Bee. Thinking Bee! Wait a minute. I think I'm feeling something. What? I don't know. It's a strong pulling me like a 27-million-year-old instinct. Bring the nose down. Thinking Bee. Thinking Bee. Thinking Bee! What in the world is on the tarmac? Get some lights on that. It is revealed that all the bees are organized into a giant pulsating flower formation. Thinking Bee! Thinking Bee! Thinking Bee! Vanessa, aim for the flower. Okay. Out the engines. We're going in on bee power. Ready, boys? Affirmative. Good, good. Easy now. That's it. Land on the flower. Ready? Full reverse. Spin it around. The plane's nose is pointed at a flower painted on a nearby plane. Not that flower. The other one. Which one? The flower. Plane is now pointed at a fat guy in a flowered shirt. He freaks out and tries to take a picture of the plane. I'm aiming at the flower. That's a fat guy in a flowered shirt. I mean the giant pulsating flower made of millions of bees. The plane hovers over the bee flower. Pull forward, nose down, tail up, rotate it around it. This is insane, Barry. That's the only way I know how to fly. Am I cuckoo cachacho? Am I cuckoo gacho? Or is this plane flying like an insect, like pattern? The plane is unrealistically hovering and spinning over the bee flower. Get your nose in there. Don't be afraid. Smell it. Full reverse. Just drop it. Be a part of it. Aim for the center. Now drop it in. Drop it in, woman. Come on already. The bees scatter in the plane, safe for release. We did it! You taught me how to fly! Yes! Vanessa about a high five, Barry. No high five! Right. Barry, it worked! Did you see the giant flower? What giant flower? Where? Of course I saw the flower. That was genius! Thank you. But we're not done yet. Listen, everyone, this one-way is covered with the last pollen from the last flowers available anywhere on Earth. This means it's our last chance. We're the only ones who make honey. Pollinate flowers and dress like this. If we're gonna survive as a species, this is our moment. What do you say? Are we just gonna be bees? Or we're just a museum of natural history keychains? We're bees! Natural history... A bee who likes keychains? Keychain. Oh my god. Please, just end. Please just end already. Please! Hold on, Barry. Here, you've earned this. Yeah. I'm a pollen jock, and it's a perfect fit. All I gotta do are the sleeves. The pollen jocks throw Barry in a nectar collecting gun. Barry catches it. Oh yeah, this is our Barry. Barry and the pollen jocks get pollen from the flowers on the plane. Flash forward in time and the pollen jocks are flying over New York City. Barry pollinates the flowers and Vanessa shop and heads back to Central Park. Mom, the bees are back! If anybody needs to make a call, now's the time. I got a feeling we'll be working late tonight. The bee honey factories are back up and running. Meanwhile, at Vanessa's shop, To customer, here's your change. Have a great afternoon. Can I help? Who's next? Would you like to come? Would you like some honey with that? It's be approved. Don't forget these. There's a room in the shop where Barry does legal work for other animals. He's currently talking with a cow. Milk, cream, cheese, it's all me, and I don't see a nickel. Sometimes I just feel like a piece of meat. I had no idea. Barry, I'm sorry. Have you got a moment? Would you excuse me? My mosquito associate will help you. Moose blood? Sorry, I'm late. He's a lawyer too? Ma'am, I was already a blood-sucking parasite. All I needed was a parasite. Or, all I needed was a briefcase. I I'm actually losing my mind right now. I keep like reading like different words and stuff. Like this is amazing. This is awesome. Wow. Oh my god. Uh, Barry, I just got this huge tulip order and I can't get them anywhere. No problem, Vanny. Just leave it to me. You're a lifesaver, Barry. Can I help? Who's next? All right, scramble jocks. It's time to fly. Ah, thank you, Barry. Ken walks by the sidewalk and sees the bee-approved honey in Vanessa's shop. That bee is living my life! Let it go, Kenny. When will this nightmare end? Let it all go. Beautiful day to fly. Sure is. Between you and me, I was dying to get out of that office. Barry recreates a scene near the beginning of the movie where he flies through the box kite. The movie fades to black and the credits begin. After credits, no scene can be seen, but the characters are still heard talking over the credits. You've got to start thinking be my friend. Thinking be? Me? Talking over Stinger? Hold it! Talking over Singer. Hold it! Let's just stop for a second. Hold it. I'm sorry, everyone. Can we stop here? Oh, Barry. I'm not making a major life decision. Just, during a production number. Alright, take 10, everybody. Wrap it up, guys. I had virtually no rehearsal for that. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's over! Oh my god, it's over. Thank you. Okay. Well, I did that all in one take, and I have been sitting on my ass for the last hour and 11 minutes. I have nothing better to do with my life. It's 90 degrees outside. It's a beautiful day, and I'm sitting on my ass reading the B movie. Oh my god, I really gotta, I really just, oh my god, I really